Welcome everyone back to another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. My name is DFree. Here today we have a very early look for some upcoming units. They are not out yet. The EZA, Gohan's, AGL, and Physical. I'm joined by Hydros in this video. Feel free to get started, man, while I go over this. So what we're going to do, right, is we're going to talk about the Gohans because in my translation video I did earlier, they were still getting translated, and I wasn't able to articulate how good they are and stuff like that. So we're going to do that momentarily. Also, I want to point out that if you guys are not already accustomed to Hydros and his work, make sure you check him out. Link will be down below in the description. I'm talking a lot, but he'll get to talk in just a moment. Other than that, though, I want to say this in the very beginning. I already know there's going to be people asking that kind of just didn't listen or whatever the case is, skipped ahead, whatever. But no, they cannot be on the same team. Hydros worked his magic, got them in the game early, but also made it to where they could be on the team together. They are not going to be able to do that naturally. So this is actually a really good setup. We're going to float the LR Great Saiyaman, but momentarily here, before you do that, I do want to kind of just go over the translations for these guys. So one thing to keep in mind is that they are pretty much the same exact unit. What I mean by that is they have almost identical passives to the word. So these guys are both going to be EZAing very, very soon on the Japanese version of the game. We're going to talk about the AGL Gohan first. His leader skill is 2 key and 70% to all stats. He still does supreme damage, but got an upgrade with the chance to stun from rare chance to being a medium chance to stun the enemy. Passive skill, 100% attack increase when when key is 6 or more. So when he gets the 6 key, 100% attack increase. He also gets a 120% defensive boost when he has 80% or more HP. But if he's below 79% HP, he only gets 40% defense. But on the contrary, has a guaranteed critical hit chance one time only. So that exact same passive is literally what Physical has. We're going to go over Physical very, very briefly. But Physical's leader skills, all types, 3 key, 40% to all stats, supreme damage, and raises attack for 6 turns, as opposed to previously being 3 turns. Key plus 3 and attack plus 100%. So he's self-sufficient. That's very good. The defense plus 120 when above 80% HP. When below 79 or below, 40%, instead. And then also the critical hit one-time guaranteed chance. So that's how that unit breaks down. Do you mind showing their stats really quick? So look at that guy's defense with this setup. Wait a minute, are the defense and attack stats are exactly the same right now?
No, it's 125, 388, and 123, 898. Ooh, very similar.
So close.
Very close.
So close. Yeah, go ahead and click on it. As far as him, I want to see their individual stats, and this is how the unit looks, guys. At 100%. I was actually
doing this while you were doing that, while you were saying the translations.
Oh, you were? Okay.
Yeah,
did you show the AGL one?
Yeah, I did. When you were doing each one, I swapped between them.
Dope. By the way, this is
my AGL one, the EZA.
Oh yeah, so that's the tweak that he made. That's not naturally his name. Anyways, let the Gotenks super first, Gohan in the middle, and then the Great Saiyaman last spot. This is actually perfect setup. So Great Saiyaman is just a defensive support. We're gonna keep this Gohan alongside this Gotenks, and we're gonna have Physical Vegito alongside the AGL Gohan for the most part. So 811,000 attack stat here. We are using the Majin Buu Saga category. The only other category these guys would have been applicable to would have been the Hybrid Saiyans category, and I just didn't want to have 4 Gohans flying around.
I mean, we could have.
No, we don't want 4 Gohans. So 1.1 million attack stat. Not that high. We need to see if maybe he can get a little bit higher than that, because he doesn't need, these units don't need to be compared to the actual EZAs. What they need to be compared to is the secondary units, like the STR SS3 Goku EZA, the SS3 Tech Vegeta EZA, those types of units. And those guys get about 1.5, 6, 7 in that area. So we'll see what happens with that. Actually, float the Gohan.
Okay.
Yeah, leave those 2 there for now. Float the Gohan. And just kind of do whatever here. These guys don't really matter. We're going to have double Gohans next round. That's fun. And for the record, guys, they actually will link because, as you guys saw, he added EZA to the name of the AGL one. This is really good, though, because AGL actually needs to super here.
It's any character, because if I have to change the name just so slightly so it's a little different so they actually will go on the same team.
Yeah.
If you have the exact same name, they will not link whatsoever.
Yeah, but that's the basic team building principle anyway. Is there a way to avoid supers? Can you put? Okay, so put STR Gotenks in the front. Don't give him a super. I don't really care if the physical supers, but I need the AGL one to super here. So just make sure AGL supers. That's all. Because, I mean, he's going to get an attack boost by being linked with the Gohan and the relative links they share. They share about 4 or so links. So there's going to be that. But this is the only phase that he would have type advantage versus in this whole event, I believe. Okay, this guy's healing, which is actually pretty good. That's actually pretty good, though, because I was concerned maybe we were going to beat him here. So, all right, 1.2. I should have told you to give the Gotenks in the front a super attack then. I didn't think he'd be healing. I didn't consider that. So 1 million attack, actually. 1.3 million damage, though. And he got the stun and the crit. So, leave the 2 Vegetos. Yeah, float him. And just let the Vegito finish it off. It's about done. You know, their attack stats are kind of low, though. I'm surprised. They should be a bit higher. Yeah, you can let him do whatever. They should be a bit higher because, I mean, 100%, SA 15, you know. I mean, they're still very good.
Unlocked everything for them, so everything should be right there for them.
Yeah. They're. I feel like they could be a little better though. We'll see. But you know what? Now that I think about it, you know what the issue is? I'm judging them, like I said just a moment ago, based off of other relative easy A's. But the problem with that is that they're forced to be on a team like this. That's a defensive team. Yeah. They don't have access to a 170 attack leader like those other ones do. So that's what it is. Okay, so no, they're fine. They're fine. Okay. I was like, wait, what am I missing? Why are they so weak here? You can leave them exactly how they are. Actually, this is a really good setup.
I was wondering if you wanted Gotenks to super or not. Does it really
yeah, let Gotenks super because he does at least have that mechanic where he boosts the allies' attack, which is why I said last time I should have told you to let him get a super there.
Yeah, I thought he would maybe get to the point where the AGL one wouldn't
super. That's what I was thinking too. Yeah. So by the way, for the people that want to see this Gotenks in action, there he is. I mean, he's Rainbow. He's almost at a 1 million attack stat number, I guess. But of course, he'd be a lot better on the fusion category. But there it is. That's such a beautiful super attack. I really like sometimes when they're from the opposing perspective too. 1.5, nice. He's pretty high up there now. 2 million damage. See, yeah, and a lot of that's because of the last unit here, the support Gohan in the last spot. So like you can kind of see where these units would be otherwise. If they had access to a better team setup, he'd probably have been over 2 million there, easy. So we finally have the right setup. Leave them how they are. Don't let that Super Vegito get any counters. You need to give him the rainbow on the right. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so you can get the 6. Unfortunately, Super Vegito has Infighter instead of Shocking Speed. Infighter is good for the Gohan. He needs it, but he also needs Shocking Speed. Unlike the physical Gohan, he's not self-sufficient.
I was gonna say I could not let them super so that we can get the other Gohan in.
Don't do that. Don't let them super. I don't want them to super. I also didn't really want.
I should heal.
Yeah, I was gonna say you probably should heal. I also didn't really want them to to get the counters too much. I'm looking at that front spot like, yo, there's a lot of attacks there. I don't want them to rattle off 6 counters. You know.
Well, Gohan's
so 1 million
taking
attack.
all those hits right now.
Yeah. So we're kind of, you know, I wish we would have had a support in that last spot instead of this Vegito. And I also wish the game didn't cuck us early by throwing the Gohan in the last spot and you know, literally being that one unit that's off rotation to where we had to, you know, set him up again. Because we would have been able to have him with the optimal setup, you know, earlier on. But all good as far as like the AGL Gohan is concerned. And we're back with that amazing defensive support, LR Great Saiyaman. Such
yeah,
good
man.
Defensive support. That's part of the reason too why I was like, you know, we can't have STR Gohan because there's just too many defensive supports on this team if we do that. 50% defense, 50%. Well, yeah, he's forced into a super. That's fine. You can give it to him.
I didn't know if you wanted Gohan in the front or.
Oh, no. Yeah, it's fine. We're going to leave the Gotenks in the front for the ally boost. Gohan's kind of cheating because he's picking that up. It's not a crazy thing. Like, it's not a crazy high boost, but it's still relevant. So Gohan's kind of cheating. I love that this guy heals, actually. That's really good for this.
Get a longer battle here.
Well, also we can set up a little bit better because the AGL Gohan,
Yeah.
like I said, he was so just shafted in the beginning, right? So
Yeah.
1.3 for the Gohan here. Okay, he doesn't finish it. The LR might actually sneak in and do this here. They hit pretty weak. 394k. They're not finishing this. Additional super crits maybe, but they're not doing it.
392.
Yeah, they are not the best offensive unit at all. But on the contrary, put AGL Gohan in the front. Yeah, leave it like that. And I think no supers. Oh, you know what you can do?
I could not give him a super, but I don't want him to
he's gonna
finish.
counter. Yeah, put the other one in the front actually, and give him the red orb. Yeah. Hopefully he does an additional super, but other than that, that should be exactly what we need.
An additional. I don't think he will. Although, oh, he healed.
Yeah,
That's
there
good.
we go. We got that heal. I thought I said the heal is clutch, man. Because he's definitely going down with a counter if he doesn't super that last spot.
Additional.
Oh yeah, he didn't super additional though. This is so beautiful. They've done such a tremendous job ripping off the anime, but they've done such a tremendous job with these super attacks in the last like 3 months. 1.46 million attack here. Not bad. Not a bad number. Not bad. Altogether, though, like I said, they're pretty much the same unit. You can see that the physical is just going to peak higher. But the key difference is that the physical and the AGL have a little bit of a link disparity. The physical actually picks up the 15% defensive link instead of infighters. He has all in the family, but the AGL one does have infighter, which is another additional attack link that you could feasibly trigger for him. But at the same time, the physical one is going to continue stacking his attack each time he supers. He also has a way better key multiplier. His is a 145% key multiplier for the physical, apparently, according to the wiki, which is insanely high, versus 130% for the AGL, which is insanely low by today's standards. So, but on the contrary, not to take the shots at the AGL, he's a good stunner, but you guys know my thoughts on that. But altogether, that was it. Hydros, thank you for joining me, man. I appreciate it. You have anything else you want to add here before we get out of here?
Nothing much. Thank you for having me. Always love doing these.
All right, everybody. Again, remember, link is down below in the description for Hydros. Check them out. We will catch all of you guys in the next one. Take it easy, everybody.